Even to enjoy materialistic life, you need to be spiritual. Let me ask you something simple. We say some people are materialistic, chasing wealth, fame, power, pleasures, and others are spiritual, seeking peace, stillness, inner truth. But what if I told you, even to truly enjoy material world, you must be spiritual? Sounds contradictory, isn't it? So let's explore. Namaskaram. I'm Roshan Singh Kukreti, and you're watching Just Contemplate. Materialism isn't evil. We all need money, comfort, beauty, and pleasure. A good meal, a warm house, someone to love, someone to be loved by. It's natural. The senses are weird to seek pleasure. The body seeks comfort. But the question is, can we enjoy these things without losing ourselves in them? Here is the problem. Most people don't enjoy material pleasures, they consume them. And then they need more and more. The dopamine hits, the novelty, the highs, and then the crash. That's not the material enjoyment, that's material addiction. Now enter the spirituality. I'm not talking about religion, not dogma, but the inner stillness, the art of watching your own mind, the ability to pause and ask, do I really need this? Or am I escaping something deeper? A spiritual person can enjoy a cup of tea with complete presence. They can walk into a luxurious room and admire its beauty without clinging to it. They can taste wealth, power, fame, and not be enslaved by them. Because spirituality isn't about giving up things, it's about not being owned by them. Here is what happens with unconscious materialism: you chase something, you get it, and then you don't know what to do with it. You win the money, but stress multiplies. You get the fame, but anxiety follows. You reach the top, but you feel more isolated than ever. Why? Because if your inner self isn't ready, even the sweetest pleasures turn bitter. Think about it. If your mind is restless, even a vacation feels exhausting. If your heart is insecure, even a million followers can't fill that void. Unprepared minds turn blessing into burdens. Spirituality is what prepares you. Let's talk science. Spiritual practices like meditation, mindfulness, reflection do something amazing. They activate your parasympathetic nervous system that reduces cortisol, improves emotional regulation, and rewire the brain's default mode. Why does that matter? Because pleasure is a state of presence. It needs a calm nervous system. Only when your mind is silent can you actually feel the richness of life. Otherwise, you're just distracted, constantly reaching, never arriving. A spiritual mind can sit with a simple bowl of rice and feel grateful. A restless mind can eat at a five-star restaurant and still feel empty. Here is the paradox: the more spiritual you become, the more deeply you enjoy material life. Not because you depend on it, but because you don't. You're not attached to it, you're not afraid to lose it. And that freedom allows you to fully be present with it. Imagine watching a sunset. A spiritual person doesn't post it for likes. They don't try to own it. They just watch in silence, in awe. Now imagine applying that same presence to your job, your relationship, your food, your money. That's when materialism becomes a celebration, not a chase. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 6, verse 17, it says, Yuktahara viharasya, yukta chestasya karmashu, yukta swapnavabodhasya, yogo bhavati dukkha. Yoga becomes the destroyer of pain for one who is balanced in eating, recreation, sleep, and work. Krishna never said, give up the word. He said, live in it wisely. Even the kings of ancient India were yogis. They built palaces, but were detached. They enjoyed wealth, but didn't worship it because they knew pleasure without awareness is a trap. But pleasure with awareness is divine. You don't have to become a monk. You don't have to reject your ambitions. Just add one ingredient to your material life: awareness. Before you spend, ask, what am I really buying? Before you eat, ask, am I tasting this or just filling a hole? Before you speak, ask, am I expressing joy or just seeking approval? The moment you bring awareness, the material becomes magical, life becomes poetry, and you remain centered in the chaos. That's what spirituality gives you, the still point in the storm. So, yes, enjoy the word, build, earn, taste, dance, love, but don't forget, even to enjoy the materialistic life, you must be deeply spiritual. Because without inner balance, outer pleasure becomes pressure. But with inner peace, even the smallest things becomes sacred. Thank you for listening. Take a deep breath, be aware, and remember, you're not here to escape life. You are here to experience it fully, consciously, joyfully.